their way higher. This is what we were looking for a long time ago. Let me just zoom out on the chart. We were looking for more or less the energy space to break down and then for it to eventually work itself up into a bearish pattern, up into resistance, whether it's at this breakdown point or higher. Again, we need to wait for the stock market to roll over. So we have definitely pushed through the medium price of the average price. We've poked up here. It's pulled back down to a support level. Eventually, if the stock market does lose its momentum and start to roll over, and if the energy space starts to roll over, there could be a very good play to play an inverse ETF as this falls off a cliff and has another big leg down back to these lows or lower. An inverse trade will shoot higher. But again, we don't want to bet against this. We need to wait for the stock market. When we look over here, we want the bars, when the bars turn red somewhere over here, that's when potentially the energy space will be an inverse play. That's something we've been talking about for months. We talked about it way back over here, waiting for this big breakdown, more or less in the energy space. And it's gone from kind of bullish to neutral to now kind of a bearish pattern. It's had a breakdown and now it's kind of having a reaction high pattern here. What else? Let's take a quick look over at Bitcoin. Bitcoin muscling its way back up. We talked about how this gap, this exhaustion gap down and reversal here looks like a bit of a shakeout. And in the grand scheme of things, Bitcoin does have a bullish chart pattern. It has this very strong rally to the upside. Whoops, strong rally to the upside. It is flagging when the price flags in the opposite direction as the flagpole. So this move up, and think of this as the flagpole. And typically a flag will flag down just because of gravity, and it'll be a pause, and then eventually it'll hook up and have the second half of that move. So there is quite a bit of potential here for Bitcoin to eventually break out and continue to run to the upside, somewhere around that $134,000, $135,000 per Bitcoin if it is to break out. Again, with our band strategy, we are long IBIT, which pretty much mimics the futures. And so we're just letting it kind of work itself out and let this mature into whatever it's going to do, either a new highs or eventually lose its momentum, and we'll get the trend change and we close out the position for a small profit because we've already locked in gains and moved our stops up. Other than that, I think that is about it this morning. There's not a whole lot of excitement going on. Yesterday I did talk about consumer discretionary, how it has this chart pattern. It's got a tight bull flag pattern here, coiling up, looking like it could have another push and pop. So if the stock market does have that short squeeze where everyone covers as the markets hit nominal new highs, then we could see this really pop and take over. I like this chart pattern simply because the moving averages are layered fairly nicely. They're either flat or moving higher, and it's a bull flag pattern.